Well, that's crazy, man. Listen, you're watching
What
Straight Up
up?
TV. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Straight Up TV. Go ahead and take a minute. If this is your first time, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and I will appreciate it, man. Go ahead and text somebody, man. Tell them, look, Straight Up TV is streaming live on YouTube, man. Straight Up TV on YouTube, streaming live right now. Man, we got a good show today. Today is October 25th, 2022. I'm located in Georgia, man. I'm excited about this episode, man. I got one of the pioneers, or well, maybe the only pioneer out there for the slingshot community, right? If you have a slingshot, you have to know this name, right? In 2015, when we had slingshots, he was the one carving the way for the slingshots. We didn't know how to handle slingshots. We needed someone. We needed someone to go out there and start making changes to the slingshots, showing us what we can do with them. And that was him. He goes by the name of Mr. Takeover, aka The Plug, aka James Mcrae. Let me bring him in. Before I bring him in, man, this is going to be a good interview, man. Like I said, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, man. We're going to talk to him, man. And if you're tuning in right now, man, if you really want to know how the slingshot game came about, man, this is the interview. You need to call someone and you need to tell them, because we're going to tell you right now how the slingshot game became what it is today. What's going on, Jimmy?
Hey, what up? How you doing?
Bro, I just want to say thank you for joining, man. I want to say thank you for joining, man.
No, I want to say thank you, my guy. Thank you. It's about time I made it. I made it, baby.
Bruh. Hey, man, like I said, bro, I just want to thank you, man. Like I said, bro, I was around in 2015, bro. I know your story, bro. I know what you did for the game. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And you know, It's crazy because I would never forget when I met you. I was like, yo, who is this guy with this goddamn orange slingshot? You was the first person with the bright orange slingshot.
Yes, sir. Facts. That's facts.
And you had the mask that windshield orange. I'm like, yo, what the fuck this guy find this orange windshield from? Like, I've been in the game since 15. Like, I never knew nothing about the color windshields. You know what I'm saying? That the Lambo was one of my favorite slingshots, and the color still is my favorite. You know what I'm saying? That's why I paint my bike orange.
Listen, Jimmy, hey, Mr. Takeover, The Plug, bruh. You know, I was hot shit in Georgia in 2015, 2016. Hey, I pull up at the radio, I think 103, V103. I went there and I won all the time, but it was like best of show. What?
Let's be real. 2015, 16, a lot of these cats wasn't in the streets.
Yeah, they wasn't, bro.
They wasn't in the streets. And when you came out with that Lambo orange, you set the bar. You set the standard real high with that one. And especially in Atlanta, because our first year in Atlanta was 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, you definitely had the color on smash.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember I was in this heated competition, man. It was V103. It was in Jonesboro, and it was only like 6 slingshots there. But everybody was already saying, I'm gonna win. But all of a sudden, this chromed out slingshot just pulled up. Just chromed out. The whole page out was chrome.
The gold one, right? Was it gold?
No, it was silver. It was silver, chromed out, silver, whatever.
Okay.
Listen. My own brother was looking at me as he said, But the judge was Big Tigger. And Big Tigger, he brought us all up to the stage, and then me and this guy was face to face. And the guy didn't have no seats, he didn't have no steering wheel. He only had a custom wrap. That's all he had. And I won a little $600 and went on my way. That was one of my battles.
It was that orange, baby. It was the orange. Yeah. Yes, sir. Lamborghini orange. They don't know nothing about it.
Oh yeah. Well, let's get into this interview, man. We got some people watching, man, and let's get into it, man. It's going to be a good interview, man. This is Straight Up TV, man. I like to Keep it straight up, bro. And like I said, I've been knowing you since 2015, so I feel like I can ask you whatever. But let's get into this real fast.
Open book, go for it, baby.
Let's talk about the plug. How did that come about? The plug.
All right, so listen, if you ever wanted anything, right? The best price, some that nobody could get, you wanted before time, that was me. I was the go-to guy. Anywhere, like you name it, I had it, I could get it, and I had a good number on it. So, like I always tell people, if the streets don't give you the name don't count. And it was Jimmy, then everybody like, nah, just call him the plug. And I was like, okay, cool. And then it just stuck with me.
Yeah. Because you had it on your Slingshot, the plug up there, man. It had a little nice little artwork. Actually had the plug cable. I said, yeah.
I'm saying, because when you want them discounts, who they call?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I know we're gonna get into it more, but being able to travel from state to city, different cities, and host the ASS takeover, you got to be the plug. You got to be able to plug because you're at a different location. You know what I'm saying? Like to be able to schedule your next 6 events in 4 different states, you got to be somewhat of a plug. You got to network. You got to know how to make things happen.
Correct. You got to know the right people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't that easy.
Definitely ain't that easy. Yeah. Ain't that
you got hey, you in underground. Now I noticed you in underground, man. I seen you in family pictures and stuff, man. You in underground tight.
Man, let me say this. Like, Jack is my guy. Like, if you know Jack go through a lot of shit. But listen, that's my guy. Like, I'm gonna give you a quick story how me and Jack met, right? So I think me and Jack might have met at 15. I think about 15. He called me, was like, yo, bro, I'm coming up to DC. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, let me do your bike. I'm like, I ain't know the guy from a can of paint.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like, telling my guys, like, Jack ain't white. Jack is, I forget what he is. He's English. I forget what he is, but I'm like, yo, like, this guy want to do my bike. Like, I don't know from can of paint. And it was like faithful, like, all right, cool. So this one Amtrak was running, because at first Amtrak was taking slingshots from DC to Florida. So Jack came up and he's like, yo, I do your bike for you. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy. And I'm like, you gotta think about it. Back then, 2015, ain't nobody had no speaker pause, none of this crazy stuff.
Nothing, bro.
Some Philly guys had little modes or some speaker stuff. They was like the first ones, I can't say. Philly and Jack. I gave my bike. Dude came back, was like, he's like, I ain't like this on your bike. He changed it. I'm like, yo, this guy like crazy. Like, I'm like, yo, like, so ever since then, it was like me and him been like this. And it's like, yo, Jack, I'm coming down. So it was one of them things where I had the blueprint, but Jack knew the audio game to the T. Like, yo, I'm gonna make this. And we'll sit on the phone, like, you think this is a sale? Yeah, make this. And here, make it, put on my bike, and then it'll go off. Like, because I think Jack first time in Atlanta was 2016 when we came down.
With the white slingshot, right? With the white.
With the tombstone on the head of it.
Yeah.
He was the first one. He was the first one with the craziest surround sound.
I ain't never seen nobody pull all the attention like he pulled. We riding around. I'm behind him. I'm behind Jack. A couple slingshots behind him. We riding through the city.
Yeah.
And I think we went to a little old parking lot, man. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Like, he showed out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the GOAT when it comes to creating anything for the slingshot, hands down. And like I said, we got real tight because I started going to Florida more and more. Like, it's like me and Jack is like, how you got that brother, like, today we good and tomorrow we at each other net. And and we have that, and that's what I liked about Jack, because we had our disappointments, we had our ups and downs, but we'd get back on the phone, talk about it, and then next thing you know, I'm at his house. Like, he brought me in like a brother, like a son, like, yo, this is where I live at, you can stay the night, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I visit Florida like every other weekend. Like, where Jimmy at? In Florida. Like, so yeah, he's a great guy, man. He's a very great guy, man. I take my hat off to him because, like I say, without him, I don't think the sound off game would have evolved how it really did, because, like I say, he was the first one to do the outside speaker pause. I was the first one with the crazy system in DC. Like, you know, I think I switched my system probably about 70 times, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Jack a great dude, man.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you, you probably, I don't know if anybody ever told you this, bro, but you know, when you were going from state to state, city to city, bro, it's almost like it was a Kings of Comedy coming to town, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like people were buying new Nikes and getting the outfit. It's our weekend. It's our weekend. It's SS Takeover, man. It was big, bro. It was. I'm telling you, big. It was big, bro. People were talking where y'all gonna meet at. It was big, man. When we knew you was coming, SS Takeover was coming to Atlanta, bro. It was big, bro.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I will not lie to you. 16, 17, 18 was the best years ever. Because, like you say, it was like my guy from New Jersey always used to call me Styles. He was like, yo, bro, we gotta go to Atlanta. And how since we want to talk about it, so the very first SS Takeover Sound Off show happened in Atlanta 2016. I get a phone call, Big Tigger. Big Tigger's from DC. He's from Maryland. Like I say, I know so many people. So he called me like, hey, bro, won't you come out to Atlanta? Polaris want to do this. And like I say, back then, we never cared about, you know, Polaris or cared about the name, because it was never a name. So it was always like, we just like to go places, have fun. So they asked us to come out. They rented the track. You was there. The track was crazy. Like, who was the first to put slingshots on a what's that, Atlanta Speedway 500?
SS Takeover.
You know what I'm saying? And Tigger was like, yo, let's do this. So when we came and did it the first year, it really wasn't no battle. It was one of the things like, oh, let's see who got the loudest system. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy that year. Like, we loved Atlanta, bro, because, like I say, from the era that I'm in, we love the party. We love the club. And if you ever been to Atlanta, you already know the club is lit. And think about it, having 200 slingshots right now, Buckhead. Man, this is before you had all the groups. So it wasn't no politicking. Yeah. So it was like, oh, we was just one big family. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't no this group, that group. It was like, yo, we're meeting at varsity. Everybody gonna meet at varsity. We're going to the west side, we're going to the east side, we're going downtown. It was fun. Yeah, it was dope, man.
Jamie, I hope you heard me, man, because listen, hey, when you used to come to Atlanta, bro, everybody was getting ready for that weekend, bro.
I believe
you. So whatever you was trying to accomplish, you accomplished it. We was ready. We was ready.
Thank you. And I'm telling you, bro, like it was one of them things where it's like everybody called my phone like, yo, we going to Atlanta this year or what? Like, bro, we don't care about nothing else. We want to go to Atlanta. And because Atlanta is one of them cities where we call it Black Hollywood. Think about it. Atlanta, you only got 10% of people who live in Atlanta is really from Atlanta. Right?
Right.
Everybody else is from all over. So it's just one of them things where you can network. That was our biggest thing for us, networking with different people. So yeah, Atlanta was hands down was one of the best spots. We, like you say, everybody was ready to buy them Nikes and their outfits for that weekend. We were late.
But you couldn't keep us from getting to the varsity. We going to the varsity, boy. Shit.
Yeah. It was definitely dope, man. Some great times in Atlanta, man. I had some great times in Atlanta. Long nights, long mornings. It was, the best ever.
Yeah. So, man, let's back up a little bit.
Go for it.
I want to know, I know we just jumped to Atlanta, but how did you start? You said, hey, let's just start going around all these states and cities. How did the SS Takeover start?
Man, that's crazy. So, like I say, so before SS Takeover, like I did everything for all the dirt bikes, any toy, Harley, any toy that dropped, I had it, right? And where I'm from, I was always the trendsetter. If guys was doing 20s, I was doing 23s. You know, I always wanted to be the guy that was the first to do it type thing, right? So a lot of people don't know Slingshots really came out 2014, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. So, like I told you earlier, what happened with Slingshots when they first dropped 2015, everybody was trying to get the SL because they wanted a radio.
Right.
So we had a distributor up here, Coleman Power Sports, like, yo, look, we just want the base model one. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know we're gonna trick it out, do everything. So we get it. We customize it a little bit. And then one day I was just sitting around like, yo, like this thing attracts so much attention. What can I do with this? So I got this guy, good friend of mine, police officer, like, yo, Jimmy, like, man, you might as well just do a takeover. I'm like, what? He's like, y'all be doing the dirt bikes and all this. Like, you know, he say, bro, you already know, you get in your phone book and just text everybody, say, hey, we meet down here this time. Like, everybody gonna show up. And I'm gonna tell you how crazy this was. I literally text about 50 people on my phone, bro. We was gonna meet at this gas station in Washington, D.C. in Southeast. Southeast is the hood, right? But this is the hub where all the motorcycles pull up at. So we made a text and said, hey, you know, we try and do this, do that. And next thing you know, bro, when I tell you, you know, Exclusive Game from Atlanta, the one who make all the clothes and stuff.
Yep.
This guy showed up. Like, he showed up, Rich showed up, Styles showed up, Jersey, Atlanta, DC, Richmond, Philly, Delaware. Like, I want to say like 200 bikes showed up off a 50-man text. So it was like I text you, you text somebody. It was a chain reaction. Mm-hmm. So they came, we rode, we shut down the city. Then I was like, damn, like this could be big. But we never thought about going on the road with it. So I want to say a couple months later, we did it again. We had a party. We had a party at a club downtown, and it went from being 100 slingshots to like 300 slingshots. They shut down a whole city. I'm talking about sidewalks, everything, right? Then they was like, yo, man, we might need to go state to state with this. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But it was never about no money thing. You know what I'm saying? It was like, so guy from Jersey Style was like, yo, bro, you got something, like, man, let's go to Atlanta with it. I'm like, man, ain't nobody trying to drive to Atlanta, woo woo. So then, like I say, Tigger called and he kept trying to put it together. But 2015, I was like, nah, bro, like, that's just too much short of a period of time because I was married then. And then, you know, we just can't just jump up and come somewhere 2 months in advance because, you know, people got lives. So that's really how it started, man. And one of my friends like, bro, just call it SS Takeover. I'm like, all right, cool. That's catchy because it's Slingshot. It's actually Slingshot Takeover. That's what we was doing. So I went with that, patented the name, branded the name, and ran with it, and it's just stuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good name, bro. That's a good name. That's exactly what 200, 300 slingshots do. They take over. That's exactly. That's a damn near spot on spot name for it too.
Yeah, and you know, and like I say, the really thing of me making SS Takeover was because of the network. Like I say, from where I'm from, it's hard to get New York and New Jersey together. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in Atlanta. It's hard to get somebody that's from Atlanta to hook up with somebody from Decatur. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or Atlanta, because Atlanta is just Atlanta. You know, when black people hear about Georgia, that's all they think about is Atlanta. They think Atlanta is Georgia, right? No, Atlanta's just a small little city in Georgia. So, but it brought everybody together. So it was like, yo, we got a networking thing. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that was the best part about it. So
Yeah.
we took it on the road.
Okay. Well, how many competitions have you been in? How many competitions have you actually been in? I know you created the biggest platform, but how many competitions have you been in? Well, wait. Before I even ask that, I mean, what competition would you go to though? Because I mean, there really was no competitions before you started it.
I think about it. I think they started having different competitions maybe 2020. And really, I want to say the first person who had it, maybe 2019, because the first person who had the competition, I think, was in Houston, Slingshot Experience. I think they always had a little something.
Yeah.
Um, and then I really don't. That's the only competition that's been around. But then you got Three Wheel Showdown, and you got Riders for Life, then you got Stunt, the guy from Jacksonville. But
Mhm.
I can't get in the competition, man. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because it's just so I got in one, and listen, it was crazy because I was always the guy. You got to think about it. I started this stuff, right? So it's one of the things where people would just build their bikes off of my platform or build their bikes off of what I had. And it was like, all right, cool. Everybody stepping it up. So I want to say 2017, 18 probably was my first battle. And we had this thing called Battle of the Beltway, where Jersey and New York and Philly had come down to battle, right?
Mhm.
So Philly had like 10 bikes, and I think New Jersey only had 9. So they was like, yo, well, you can make the 10th person. I'm like, nah, it ain't gonna be fair because I'm the host. Like, it's not right. So they was like, nah. So we did this thing where we did cars. Like, if you pick the first car, you pick an ace, you the first got a battle. So what ended up happening, me and this guy, Ans from New Jersey, he might have the best bike in New Jersey for right now, right? Well, he was from actually Philly. So he had the best bike in Philly. Me and him
Mhm.
picked aces. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta start the show off. And it was like, started the show off. Nobody knew that I changed my bike over 1,000 other times. Uh, I won the show. Now you know how that go. You win the show and they say, well, he the host. How he win the show? That's why I never enter no shows no more.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. People.
I just feel like if you hosting a show, you shouldn't be in the show. You shouldn't have no bikes in the show because it's just a conflict of interest.
Yeah, it is. You're right. You're right. If you the host, even if you a judge, anything, you can't be related to nobody in the competition.
No, you can't be related, but I can say you gotta understand, like I always tell everybody, like it's not a part of being related, but it's a networking thing where we're all friends. So we you gonna know everybody, you know what I'm saying? You gonna know we all gonna know everybody because we all friends. So you're gonna have a judge that know you, that know all the people that's battling. You know what I'm saying? Because we all friends.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about your slingshot, man. What speaker brand you run? What speaker brands have you ran?
I'm a PRV fan, man.
Okay.
Only
Okay.
PRV, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, PRV wasn't in 2015, 2016, was it?
Mhm.
Was it? Oh, it was.
Yeah. Now I got one Beamer in my bike, but yeah, PRV been around for a while, bro.
Oh man.
Like,
Listen, 2015, I had Memphis.
so you know what? When Jack changed my bike, Jack put the Memphis shit in there. Didn't like it.
Hey, that's where I got my Memphis from. I got it from Jack.
Everybody did. But I can't say it was the best thing then because it was waterproof and we wasn't going to competition. We was just everybody was just riding. So if you just riding, you just want the music. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody in competition, they're in compete mode. So it's like they gotta have the best. So yes,
Right.
right now I definitely have PRV in my bike. The 500s.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some comments over here. We got G Money in the house from Team Light 'em Up. We got Phoenix. We got D Nice.
What up? What
Yeah.
up, fans? D Nice, G
Yes,
Money,
sir.
for sure, for sure.
So let's talk about installers, man. So Jack has always been your installer?
No. Jack started. Okay, so who put my first system in? I got from Chris How Audio down in Richmond. 2015. Nobody knew that. You can put a system in a Slingshot, right?
Mhm.
Nobody knew you put rims on it. Took it to him. We did the work. It was cool. It sounded okay. You know what I'm saying? We ain't know the specs of it. Like I say, Jack made that phone call and was like, "Hey, boy, I got some shit." I'm like, "Who's this guy?" Yes. So Jack started. Um, I went to Diamond Audio after some years after dealing with Jack, just to get when everybody got into that competition mode. Like I tell everybody, like Jack is a great builder. Jack don't build for competition because he build for you to ride. So we got a competition mode. I went with Diamond Audio. Left Diamond Audio. Um, when the Bagger Boys, they did something for me. Um, and then I met this guy. It's crazy because I think I met him in Atlanta, Smitty. Like,
Okay.
very good dude, man. Like, it's crazy how we met because, like, bro, I just need to help you. And I'm like, who is this guy? Like, and like I tell you, like, with me, I deal with so many people. It's like I don't push people away, but it's like, yo, like I'm working, bro. So it's like I get with you. And it was like, yo, I just need to help you. And it was like, all right, cool. So me and him kind of build a bond. And he was like, yo, just take this out. Let's do this. Let's do that. So ever since then, he built my bikes for me. So I let him build all my stuff, Smitty. Yeah.
Okay. Got a message from the Dragon. Dragon said, "What's up, Jimmy? Good to see you in good health. Dragon out."
Thank you, Dragon, man. I'm good, man. I'm good, brother. I'm good. Oh, somebody said it's dark. It's dark in here, so I'm sorry,
Yeah.
bro. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
man.
I don't know if I can turn my field up, as long as you can hear me, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I can hear you. I can see you. I can see they trying to
Cool.
see you.
Oh, yeah.
So as of today,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
how many SS takeover events have there been as of today?
Man, as today, how many events been?
Around just estimate then.
So let's say, man, so how many years we in? We in 6. Let's say 13 times 5, man, like maybe 65, maybe 80. Because
Yeah.
we've been doing like little slight pop-ups here and there. So
Mhm.
about 80 of them. I
Yeah.
think every year just get bigger and bigger or different, different hindsight to it. Because like I say, when we first started, like you say, we was in Atlanta, like Perlers did that for us. So it was like, all right, cool. Like, yo, we got something here. All right, cool. Now we just going to see if we can take the show on the road a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, just picked up from there. So about 80.
Mhm. So for the audience, man, we got almost 20 people watching. So I want to ask you this question, man. I want to know how. See, people just like me back
Mhm.
in the day when SS Takeover is coming to Atlanta, we was ready. We got ready. But talk to the people. Talk to the people, Jimmy. Tell them how much work it takes to do this stuff, to go from city to state, city to city. How much work does it take?
So first of all, you gotta take off work. That's the that's the most
Yeah.
that's so you gotta understand, like I said, for the people that know me, they know me. So it was one of them things where it's like, yo, I gotta take off work. So now you gotta take off work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and and hopefully Sunday you can get back on the road. And you already know in Atlanta, we only come home to Monday. So then we gotta take off Monday too. Then you got to, like I said, I was married back then. So then it was like, yo, you gotta let the wife know you leaving. You gotta leave the kids. Like, yo, it was hard. It was stressful. Like, and then you got to think about it. These shows back then, it was free shows.
Oh yeah.
People wasn't paying, so it wasn't no money coming to my pocket. So it was one of them things where it was like, yo, all right, the bank account running low, baby. Like, you saved a lot of trip money, but you know, Yeah, it's very hard, man, because it's just trying to get other people to help you. I do have a little crew that roll with me most of the time. Then if they can't make it, then you gotta get someone else. So yes, it's very hard, man. It's stressful.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's definitely stressful, man.
Yeah. I mean, I can agree with that. I want to know, hey, Jimmy, so how did it grow so large though, bruh? I mean, that SS Takeover name, I know you said you patented the name, you copyrighted the name, all that stuff, but how did it grow so big? Because the people in Atlanta was ready. They was ready when we seen it was time for the takeover to hit Atlanta, we was ready. So listen, social media or just word of mouth or just texting or just the videos, how did it grow so large, man?
You gotta look at it like this. I don't like to toot my own horn, but check at it like this. When Mike was coming to play in Atlanta Hawk Stadium,
Yep.
everybody came to see Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had to see the GOAT. They wanted to know, was the hype real or was it fake? Right? And then, it was just one of them things, man. Like, I don't know. It's just I think it's just more the courage that I am. Like, people know that I'm lovable, and then when a bunch of guys and female hang around the same type of person, it's just click. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all got one thing in common. We just wanted to show off our toys.
Yeah.
So what was the best place to show off your toy at if SS Takeover was coming to town?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, that's how I met you. And it was like, yo, I loved your bike. I told you from the day I met you, bro. I'm like, yo, this orange is popping. I like this bike, right?
Yeah, I remember what you said. Did what you said. You said, don't do nothing else to it.
Like,
Leave it like that.
facts,
That's what
facts.
you said.
Yeah,
That was said.
and that was true. You know what I'm saying? Because, and like I say, because back then we was never in competition. It was never no competing. It was never who had the best bike, who had the best anything, sound system, none of that. It was like, yo, everyone is different. Everybody got their own thing. Everybody was different. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're right, man. You're right. So we got some more comments in here, man. Listen, the Dragon has a question. The Dragon says, what do you think about getting all the platforms together and come up with some standard rules? Came from the Dragon.
All right, Dragon. So listen, I'm with it. So I guess, like I tell everybody, that's more of you have to ask the other platforms because, like I say, like I tell everybody, if you're in the NBA, all the teams play together. All the teams play by one rules. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to go off the NBA thing, all the teams, all the franchise, all the teams got to go by one rule. So I think it's fair. I don't know about my rules or nobody else's rules, but when I do make the rules, I kind of reach out to other people and ask them, do they think it's fair? And the other, ask the other people who do be in other competitions or platforms and say, hey, y'all think, we could run with this because 99% of the people build their bikes off of my platform. So yeah, to answer your question, Dragon, yeah, I think everybody cool with the rules that I have. You know what I'm saying? If you think anything need to be changed, like I say, I think we might update them every year, but we give them to everybody.
Yeah. Jimmy, I got this person in the
Go for
comment chat. She been trying to get at me. Listen, bro, I can't wait. Listen, she go by the name of Phoenix, man. She go by the name of Phoenix. She got a awesome. Who built it?
Yeah, who
Team
built
Light them up. Team Light them up. PRVs, I think. But listen, can't wait. I can't wait to get in the ring with her. God, I can't wait.
Yeah, featherweight.
Yeah, I can't wait.
What's
We got some more comments. Roderick, Mid-South president. He says, "What's up? What's up, James?
What up? How you doing?
My brother's up in there. Sean Robinson. What's up, Jimmy and All Star? King News Shoes.
What's up, New Shoes? Can't wait to see you in Florida, baby. That Super Bowl gonna be crazy. It's a lot of bikes about to pop out for the last show. There's a lot of bikes about to hurt some people's feelings, man.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
got Slingshot Adventures. Still remember our first SS Takeover. Great event. Happy to see it still growing and available to everyone. Florida Super Bowl
Oh, I'm
coming.
Tony Will. What's up, fam? That's my
Oh
guy.
yeah. Will Tony.
Yeah, Will Tony. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
me and him had a lot of run-ins. We sat down with a lot of stuff. Still waiting on my Bugatti lights, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but nah, good guy, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely had a great show in Virginia Beach. The first one was crazy. The second one was crazy too. Just the parking lot, was a little small, but we worked it out. It was a great show. We definitely had a great show. We had great times. Like I say, I didn't deal with a lot of people, and especially these guys who do stuff like, we get on the phone and talk, you know what I'm saying, and they'll tell you that I'm straight up. I don't sugarcoat nothing. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, or if it's here, I'm gonna try to tell you, hey, take it here. You know what I'm saying, or how to give it to the people. You know what I'm saying? Since I've been dealing with
Right.
the people. Yeah, nah, great guy. What's up, Tony?
So what is the best SS Takeover city? Which is the best SS Takeover city? Because like you said Atlanta.
You're trying to get me banned.
Hey man, listen.
I'm saying, okay, listen. Every city got their different options, bro. Like, okay, 2018 was 2018 or 19. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. The first big event in Houston. This was before Slingshot Spurs. SS Takeover was there. We worked it with all the guys who did Slingshot Experience. They did it after SS Takeover. That was I want to say that was maybe top 3. So I'm not gonna put no cities first, but I could say Houston,
Yeah.
Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and DC. DC, oh, you gotta understand. See, what a lot of people don't understand, like DC made a lot of people go buy slingshots.
Yeah.
A lot of people won't tell you this, but trust me. When that video hit YouTube 2015/16, everybody want to go buy a slingshot. I was motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't like to toot my own horn and I don't like to talk about myself, but I was motivation. A lot of people bought slingshots.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can say that. You can say that proud, bro. You can say that proud, bro. Real talk. You can say that. That you earned that one.
So
You earned
I
that one.
I would definitely say DC, Atlanta, Houston was definitely popping, and Charlotte too. So like I say, you gotta understand, every city bring different stuff out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe in every city. And like I say, my prime time, we love to party. So oh man, that's what it was all about. And then like you say, like, was you with us that year when 2 Chainz opened up the trap house and we shut down the whole street in the trap house? Like, tell me whoever shut down Georgia on 4 streets, 2 ways going one way, 2 ways going one way.
That's why I said, bro, how did it grow so big? How did it grow so big?
Because it's family. Because we was never we not no group. We family, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like a family reunion. Like when you might have a small family in Atlanta, but when you have family reunion, everybody come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why we never made it a clique thing. We never made it a group thing. It was always is a family thing. So that's how I think that's how it got big, because we're adults, right? When you join the club and people give you rules, you grown. Ain't no grown man gonna tell me I can't ride with him or I can't go here at this time and I can't do this. So when you have somebody say, hey, we family, I don't care if you come or I don't care if you go. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna come because you want to be around all the family, right? So I can't, so I think that's why a lot of people gravitated to it, because it was just like, listen, just come out and have fun. It was no judgmental thing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody judged no one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody came out. Like, gotta think about it, man. I had guys come from Kentucky right, to DC. I think that's what, about 10 hours
Yeah.
to do a 1-day ride to New York. Like,
Ooh, Lord. What a
you know,
dedication. Loyalty, dedication, man.
it's just you want to be around a group of good people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the New York ride was probably one of the best rides ever. Like, ever. Like, ever, bro. Listen, that ride was so crazy. I got locked up that day. Like, yeah.
Oh,
If
wow.
the people was there, like, listen, have you ever seen Times Square shut down for 10 minutes?
I seen it on video. I seen it on video.
Traffic. I'm talking about you couldn't move for 10 blocks, man. It was like the president came through there. Like, they shut it down and the police just came out there and was just pissed. But yeah, we had a great day, man. Great time.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy, you ever go to a Black Bike Week in Myrtle Beach?
Nah, man.
Never.
Nah, back then when I had dirt bikes and stuff, when back 2000 time,
That's where I met Styles at.
Yeah. Styles, Styles played that. Bands Make You Dance played that. That's where a lot of dudes met up, in exchange. And then it was like, all right, hey, these guys got them here, these guys got them there. So I didn't go because that year they was doing the one-way street, right?
Yep. So I think that was the first year of it.
Right. I couldn't. No, that wasn't the first year. That might be like the second or third.
Okay.
Because one year we went down there with dirt bikes and they did that. And it was like, yo, I'm not doing this. Like, you got to ride 20 blocks just to get right here. Like, nah. So no, I boycotted. I left Myrtle Beach. It used to be fun, but you know how I get, bro. You from Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Right. So remember when Freak Nick was out, and and it was crazy. Mm-hmm. Like now, Freak Nick not around. You know what I'm saying? Because they took the fun out of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, nah, it was cool. But yeah, I think Styles. So that's when you met Styles. He had the gator glass. He had the light up. He was the first one with the light up on the hood, with the glass on the hood. He was the first one.
Yeah, we kept in contact for about an hour, about a year later. But so the way I met him is I'm riding around. I'm already thinking I'm hot. I got the orange. I'm popping.
Hey, you the nigga. You
from Georgia. So anyway, and I pull into the gas station, and there's a Slingshot, and there's maybe like 2 or 3 hot chicks on the Slingshot, standing beside the Slingshot, and the music is just blowing my mind. I'm like, damn, he sound good. So he came out. We dapped up, said what's up. I think I might have followed him a little bit. That rest of that day, we exchanged numbers, and I think I talked to him here and there for about a year, and then kind of lost contact. But yeah, he was the first one I seen that was extreme Slingshot.
Yeah, he definitely. And it's crazy because when me and Styles, man, I'm like, yo, who's this little guy, man? Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Just no, serious. Like, you see how small Styles is. Styles, like, my son bigger than Styles, right? He jumps on the bike. I'm like, man, this little guy, like, I'm like, and he always wears logo. I got a steam across his head. I'm like, all right, where you from? They like, yo, he from Jersey. I'm like, damn, Jersey doing it like this. And when I saw his bike, I was impressed. I'm like, yo, I never seen no stuff like this. Like, he had the gator. He had, so where the hood separates with the black on the hood, right? Mm-hmm. He had gator glass going up the hood where the black was at. So all that was LED, that was lighting up. And he had a glass bumper. I don't know, people never knew about this. He had a glass bumper.
Yeah.
Like, he had to take it off because he kept crashing and kept cracking it. But the shit was lighting up. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. So, me, I called Jack, like, yo, what is this? Like,
yeah.
And it was like, I can't do it because, my thing is, like, I can't do it because he was the first one that did it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but yeah, that's that. We met that time and we just clicked. I think a lot of people, bro, when we met, we just clicked because we had the same ambition, we had the same drive. We hustlers. We hustlers in nature. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you got something. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, just come up here, let's make it happen. Like, yeah, that's my guy.
Okay. Hey, Jimmy, I want to ask you this question, but we're gonna go on a commercial break. But after break, I want you to answer it. So this question is, so I want to know, what do you consider yourself as in the slingshot community? I called you the pioneer, royalty, the pioneer. But I want to know, when we come back off break, I want to know what you consider yourself, because like I said, 2015, you was the one that started a lot of this stuff. A lot of this stuff took off because of, and like I said, we already talked about going from state to state, city to city, and all. That's a lot of work. Okay. So you did a lot of things, but we're gonna go on commercial break. We'll be right back.
All right, my guy.
Slingshot Accessories, high quality parts and accessories for your Polaris Slingshot, Vanderhall, Riker, and Can-Am Spiders. For all your parts and accessory needs, make Slingshot Accessories your first choice. And home of the world famous Bugatti lights. Visit slingshotaccessories.com today.
All right, and we back. So that was Slingshot Accessories, man. Make sure you guys check those guys out. They're the home of the Bugatti headlights, man. Listen, if you want to sling different, check out Slingshot Accessories, man. They're located in Virginia, man. Go get them. They have your slingshot looking totally different, man. High quality parts. Go check them out. You won't be upset. Also, I want to talk about Light the Night, man. I like to talk about the items that I see in the slingshot community that are hot, and these lights are hot. Go get the Bugatti headlights. They're hot. Light the Night. Light the Night is in San Antonio, Texas, man. Go get them. Every slingshot you see that's lit up is probably Light the Night. Light the Night. Go see Vernon Walker, San Antonio, Texas. The phone number is 844-586-53337. Go see Light the Night. Get those Bugatti headlights. All right, Jimmy. So this is the question, though, Jimmy. I already laid it out, man. 2015. I know what you did, bro. You know what I'm saying? Going from city to city, bro. Organizing it, being the plug, talking to people. Man, I seen you taking pictures. I was like, this nigga taking pictures now?
And people know I only like taking pictures, bro. Like,
yeah. So listen, they know SSTAKEOVER. Even the people that don't have slingshots want to know what the hell's going on this weekend, because it's the SSTAKEOVER. So with all that being said, I want to know, in your own words, what do you consider yourself in the slingshot community?
The blueprint.
The blueprint. The blueprint. I like it.
I don't want to say the God, you know what I'm saying? Because, that'd be putting a big bag on my shoulder. But I just want to say I'd say the blueprint, you know what I'm saying? Or the GOAT, however you want to, whatever you want to say, like I told you from the beginning, like me, I don't name myself, you know what I'm saying? The people name them for you, the people will say who you are, you know what I'm saying? People speak for you. So, I did my work, I did my due diligence, you know what I'm saying? I'm just Jimmy, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got a comment, but Jack Long says, in my short time, Jimmy is the godfather of the Slingshot family.
Thank you, sir. See, so
yes, sir.
Father, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. But let's change gears there, Jimmy the Plug. If you're just now tuning in, man, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, man. We really got royalty on the podcast tonight. We got Jimmy the Plug, Mr. SSTAKEOVER. But I want to go ahead and change gears, and I want to talk about the Super Bowl, man. Listen, I want to talk about Super Bowl. And also, I got some more questions, Jimmy. You're not going to get off that easy. I got some more questions, man.
Man, I'm here, man. I got number time for you, brother. I've been waiting to get on here. I canceled everything I had to do today. I made sure I was in the house. What time I was on here? 6:30. Like, hey, bro.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man, you was early, man. You was punctual.
Hey,
but listen,
go for
let's
it.
talk about your platform, man. Listen, your platform is like none other. You know what I'm saying? It's like none other. The way you host it is like none other. The name is SS Takeover. It's like none other. You know what I'm saying? The belts are different. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I want to talk about, let's talk about the buyback. How did you come up with the buyback, bro? How you come up with the buyback?
Hey, that's you know, that's crazy because I don't, man. So I do so many shows, man, and I forgot when we started that. Oh, you know what? So, all right, I'm gonna tell you how we got into it. So, you know, Twist.
I don't know Twist.
He had the
Slingshot owner.
Yeah, he had the blue and white bike. Elvin had built it. It was one of the best back then. It was one of the best bikes, hands down. It's the cleanest bike, the best.
Okay.
Bike. Crazy. We was at Jack Shop. Crazy. Real small hole in the wall, but the fucking shop huge, right? Boom. So we having a battle, and like I told you, I never battled. So it was times where he had got a phone call and he was like, yo, I ain't have a phone call, woo woo. So, you know, we get back and forth into it. And I'm like, damn. So it's like, well, sometimes people do mess up, but he might could have won, right? So
Right.
long story short, man, him got into it. He's like, yo, let's bet some money. I'm like, bro, I don't bet, my guy. Like, you don't want this, right? You know, like I tell everybody, like, you know, you try to buy a race, you know, everybody like, let's bet 5,000, woo woo. And it's like, I ain't bet you 5,000, right? So I'm like, you know what? Come on, let's bet friendly bet, whatever, 200-300. He's like, nah, I bet 5,000. Like, man, I ain't come out of the house with 5,000. I'm doing a show, right? So one of my guys like, here go 5,000 right here. Let's battle. And it was like, that shut up the whole conversation. So the next show we had, I was like, yo, let me introduce a buyback because sometimes these guys' bikes do sound great, but they mess up. They get a hiccup. So it's like, hey, let's see if he got another round in him. You know what I'm saying? And the guys went with it. So like, and everything that I do, I always ask my guys who battle, like, hey, do y'all feel comfortable with this? So we do this. And you know, guys like, well, yeah, come on, let's just do one buyback. Like, all right, cool. And they agreed, they ran with it, and it just stuck. You know what I'm saying? We got to the point we was only doing one buyback because we had a show in Philly, and this guy, he walks around with a bag full of money. That's my little guy. Like I told you, he was betting 5,000 on me against somebody else, and he was like, listen, he was gonna make this guy blow his system up. So he's like, if I lose, I'm gonna keep buying back. I'm like, nah, bro, don't do that. So he bought back probably like 6 times.
Jesus.
So we just had to stop him. Like, man, look, stop. Enough. So that show just went on and on. So everybody like, listen, man, let's just do one buyback. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think the buyback is cool because people will get caught up. Like, you gotta understand, people will say that they don't hesitate or they don't feel some type of way when they battle. Trust me, you get in that ring is a totally different ball game than you just playing in a parking lot or, you know, you just playing in front of some friends. When you get in that ring, like, you gotta have your glasses on. You never know where you go. Like, bro, listen, if I had a cameraman, I could tell you, listen, I seen what guys' hands be like this on. What's your name? Like, and I'm talking about the best stuff on the best. They just lose it because, you know, just you never know what song to play. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have your game plan planned out and you know this and you don't think this guy could stand a chance with you and he stand a chance with you, man, you get shook. Yeah.
Hey, in your estimate, just off speculations. So half the people that bought back, did they wind up winning that round?
I want to say a 50-50.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good then. That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, some people fumble. You know what I'm saying? Or they buy back because their wife or husband text them girlfriend call them, kid call them. You
Yeah.
know, we do have times where some guys been airplane mode, they can't get their stuff together. So the rules kind of change over the period of time. That way, you know, we don't disqualify someone because they can't log into their bike after 2-3 minutes, something like that.
Right.
You know, we had to change the rules because some people was logging into DSPs and blocking people out. So we had to say, hey, listen, if somebody get blocked out, we just gonna hold the show till they get unblocked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of stopped people from doing it because now that won't slow up the show. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So hey, so we got quite a few people watching us right now. So
Mhm.
I wanna let's do something for the people that's never been to your show. The people that want to compete but they never competed. So
Mhm.
I walk up and I want to compete. I know I seen you giving the briefing to all the lightweights, all the featherweights, all the what are you telling those guys when they first walk up and there's like 10 guys standing there and you talking to them at the show?
Read this piece of paper.
Hey,
I'm saying because
they can't. Hey, they still gonna be upset.
not so. I think so. Why I made a piece of paper because I don't want nobody like because I could talk to you and somebody else talking my other ear, then I might just skip the whole conversation. Now I'm just talking to everybody, right? So,
Right.
and sometimes we human, so we miss little things, right? And then we
Yeah.
gotta understand when people competing, these little things mean a lot, right? Because they will go back and be like, well, you didn't say this and you didn't say that. So I say, all right, you know what? Read this piece of paper right here and sign it for me. So guess what? If any hiccups happen, you sign a piece of paper. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So basically, like I say, when they come up, you know, I'm asking them, hey, y'all want to play King of the Hill or y'all want to go straight up classic mode? You know what I'm saying? The big dogs who know they could battle and they know their bike could stand a chance, they're gonna do King of the Hill any day.
Okay.
But a lot of guys don't want to do King of the Hill because it take a lot to be king.
All right. Well, you gotta explain that King of the Hill for me. You gotta explain it for me.
So King of the Hill is, listen, one guy get in the ring first, and if he beats you, you gotta go. So if it's 10 people, that one person gotta stand in the ring for 10 times until he get beat.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
he get beat, then the person after him gotta beat the next people behind him.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard because you got to think about it. Can you play with your bike off or can you play with your bike on? Some of these bikes overheat.
You gotta have an isolator. You gotta have something. You gotta have something.
You gotta have something, right?
On that batteries.
Yeah, you gotta have a good battery. You just gotta have a good setup. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a battery. It's just more your setup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is your bike build the battle? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these bikes, they good to play music, but a lot of them not build the battle. So
Okay.
yeah, so King of the Hill is much harder than classic.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I want to know, Jimmy, what song are you tired of fucking hearing? What song? Is it because I always like to do a lot of interviews and I talk about Killer Cam, I talk about Swoop, I talk about Morning DJ. What song are you tired of hearing?
All of them.
All of them.
I'm saying, listen, and like, and like I say, I talk a lot of trash, you know what I'm saying? I used to get on Big Pun, like, Pun came around this year, great guy. He funny, I get under a lot of people's skin sometimes, and I tell people, man, listen, if you can't take criticism, bro, like this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta take constructive criticism because you might think it sounds good, but on the other side, listening is like, well, it don't. It's like, how many times can you really listen to Killer Cam?
Mm-hmm.
You can't listen to it because so once the judge starts judging, it's like, oh, we just heard that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it don't sound better than another guy bite, then it's like they really go hand in hand. So me, like I say, I tell all the guys, man, listen, it's 1,000,001 songs out. Just know your bike, have your playlist. But if that's what they want to play, I take my hat off to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk a lot of trash because, like I say, I love music. So yes, I do want to hear a lot of different music because I know these bikes got the potential.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the battle, the battle of the Beltway this year up in we was in New Jersey. Pun couldn't make it, but Pontuna came. Listen, Pun was on the phone, and I hope Pun or E-Dub in here, they'll tell you if I'm lying. He outplayed Pun. I said, Pun, he fucked your bike up. Like, bro, like this guy literally came in and played this bike, bro. Listen, it was like no other. Like,
Wow.
So when people ask me, well, who bike sound good? And it's like, yo, listen, I can't lie. Pun bike sound crazy. And this is not what Pun playing it. This is what his tuner playing it. And like this guy went through like 30 different songs, bro. And I'm talking about, out of 30 songs, he probably played 2 bad songs.
Wow.
He killed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, to know your bike and like everybody say, yeah, he is the tuner. So he know it because he built the bike. But as I tell the guys that really battle these bikes, you gotta have some seat time in your bike because there's a lot of songs that your bike sound good at, especially if you could play a new song in the ring that nobody heard of and it sound good. Oh, you the man.
Okay, Jimmy. See, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about that stuff.
So
if I introduce a new song that my vocals sound good and the beat, the bass is there, so that's good for the judges.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it, because it just never heard that song. How you think Killer Cam came to Hat song? Who played that song first? You know? You know who played that song first?
Who played it first?
Sam.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, I seen Sam played that at Merle's Inlet at the Beaver Dam when I was there. 4 months ago? Hey, and he played it like he was playing it the first time.
Yeah, he played it. Listen, he played it first, and he cranked it. But it now, just like Pun, Pun played that I'm a Goon. And like I say, I listen to all music, but in some music I don't care for. So when he played that I'm a Goon, because I never heard that song before. I heard it from him. And he played that shit, and that shit sounded good. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, so everyone got their signature punchline, you know what I'm saying? Like, so so I'm gonna tell you another one who started with a crazy song, the Eazy-E song. Styles, damn, what's the name of that song? Man, it's an old Eazy-E song, and it comes on and that crank. I'm talking about it hit hard. And
they listening, Jimmy. They listening right now. I want you to know they listening.
Yeah, for sure. When Styles played it, if people watching, they know what song I'm talking about because Styles was the only one played it first. Then Jack started playing it. Then at the time, it was like, yo, can't nobody really play this song no more because like this guy already he washed it through the system so many times. Like it was crazy. Like everybody got a signature song, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think so. But yes, I believe that everybody need a good playlist. That's all.
Was it Boys in the Hood?
Yeah, there you go. See, I told you that
we want easy. We want easy. We want easy. He got a lot of them on here.
Yeah, Style.
Cruising in my 6'4".
Yeah,
one of them.
Yeah, it was Boys in the Hood.
Yeah. Hey, we got a comment, man. So the president of Mid-South Slingshot, Mr. Roderick Seals, he says the King of the Hill. Is that one song or is that 2 songs?
King of the Hill, we normally do a minute or a minute and a half. So depending on how many people in the brackets or each class, because like I say, you asked me what we talk about when we come up. So some people don't like to be at these shows long. And then some people are like, look, we can go to 12 o'clock in the morning because we just want to play. All right, cool. So It depends on if we're doing a minute or a minute and a half, and you can play how many songs you want when it go to King of the Hill. It's whatever your bike can stand.
Right.
So
We
yeah,
got Dragon. The Dragon says he did 12 rounds King of the Hill last year at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
12 rounds.
Yeah.
So
Dragon was, like I said, man. Is that Dragon with the purple bike? That's Dragon with the purple bike, right?
South Carolina Dragon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, his bike sound amazing, man. Like I'm telling you, like people don't understand. Like SS Takeover made these guys change their system every show.
Yeah.
After one show, if they lose, they going back to the shop.
Right.
And changing it again. And people perfect, they really turn over a good leaf. You know what I'm saying? Jack bikes sound crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, like I always tell people, like, my opinion really doesn't matter because there's a lot of bikes I think that should have won who didn't win. And it's like, I kind of stay out the mix with it. But his bike did 12 rounds. Like, that's a strong bike.
Yeah.
It's a strong bike. You know what I'm saying? So that means he got a bike that could battle.
All right. Well, you know what, Mr. Blueprint, the pioneer since 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get your take on this.
Go for it.
When they compete, mm-hmm. or just slingshots to sound good. What is your take mm-hmm. on the do-it-yourself guys that never go to the shop, they do it themselves, and the people who run to the shop? What's your take on it? How you feel about it?
Name two people who do it themselves.
Little Bully, Dragon.
I don't know if he's been to a shop, but now are they shops?
Nah, these are the guys that I talk to that say they do it themselves.
Right, but now ask the question again: are they a shop though? Do they build other people's bikes?
Okay, so you're saying if he only works on his bike, or does he actually work on other people's bikes?
Right, because if you
I think a lot of them do though. I think a lot of them do.
So that means your shop could take, right? I'm just saying, tell me when I'm wrong.
What about we're talking about a big shop.
No, listen, a shop is a shop though. Listen, it's no different between a small shop and a big shop.
Jimmy, the big shop got all the machines and all the technology. Little shop, he's in his little house garage. You know what I'm saying? You know, he only got one way to do this. He don't have, like in the shop, the big shop, they have 4 different ways they can take the alternator off or do whatever or tune. They got microphones when they tune. The little shops, little guys, they don't tune like that. They gotta tinker with it. That's the word they used. Tinker with it. They gotta tinker with it.
Who is a big shop though? Because that's what I'm lost when we come to this question, because I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. One year we was in Florida. And I kind of got slapped in the face when I said this. No, for real. Jarrell lost to Jack, and he was like, "Well, at least I lost to a shop." But I'm like, "Well, you build other people's bikes, you're a shop too." Then he said the same thing. Well, he's a bigger shop. Everyone's when you start a shop, you might start here, then you might grow here, right?
Yeah.
Not my fault.
I didn't never look at it like that, Jimmy.
I'm just saying, but that's really what it is. It's not my fault that you didn't grow here. You grew here, but you're still a shop. So, okay. Shop bill versus do it in my garage bill. Sometimes the do it in your garage bill is better than shop bills, because you got to think about it. Smitty, he built in his garage. But yes, do we have resources to get stuff from? Yes, we all do. And if you don't, who they call? They call me. A lot of people, see, once again, like I tell you, a lot of people would never be true and say, "Oh, we called Jimmy to get the 30% discount, to get a 10, 20 discount." Oh, you don't want to pay Jack $1,500 for something? Who they gonna call? They gonna call me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna give it to you cheaper than Jack. You know what I'm saying? Jack know that. See, because that's why they call me the plug. Because they gonna call me, get plugged in, get the gift. So like I say, so I don't know, when you ask that question, like, we could go hand in hand for that. The little guy versus the big guy. Some of the little guys crushing the big guys. Think about it. Elvin wasn't a big shot.
Mm-hmm.
But then he came a big shot, right?
Right.
So I don't know. So yeah, the guys do it themselves. Like, to me, it ain't no difference.
No difference.
Because you choose to do it yourself. You saved a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
See what I'm saying? So what category we want to go to? Are we going to save some money or are we spending money?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it comes down to.
Right. Because even if a shop builds your bike, only thing we're doing is just say, hey, we're going to pay this guy to build my bike. But normally too, even when people build their bikes, they still go in that shop and be like, hey man, do it this way, do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Like that question, I really can't give you an honest question to answer on that because, like I say, when people say, well, I built mine in my garage versus going to the shop, yeah, you save money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I think when a do-it-yourself guy wins, it's almost like an NBA player that did, like Patrick Beverly in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Anytime he has success, he's crying because he earned that shit himself.
And I listen, and I take my hat off to them guys that you built your own bike. Your shit sound good, right?
Yeah.
Hats off. You're a champion. You won. That's all it's about. You winning, right? Yeah. It's never about who got the biggest shop.
Yeah.
But see, when people start judging like that, that's when you got to ask that question, like, so you really doubting yourself.
Ooh.
Because who cares if this guy got $1 million? But you could be on the same level as him.
Right.
Right? So it's like, what are we doing? We counting oranges to apples, or we counting dollars to change? Like, no, you look, your bike sound amazing. Just get in there and play it. Don't matter if you went down the street or you did it in your garage, because nobody never know. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, once again, you'll shop too if you taking on work.
Right. You know what? I ain't think about that part. If you're doing side work for other slingshots, then you're a shop. You just a small shop.
No disrespect to nobody, because like I say, I never want to see people taking it the wrong way, right? No disrespect to nobody. So let's just say hypothetically, if Dragon built his own bike, right? And I believe he does, and his shit sound amazing because, like I say, I know Dragon for 2-3 years, maybe longer than that. He came to the shows. He always show love. I love his wife, man. His wife always get into, we kick the shit. We cool, right? So it's one of the things where if Dragon lose, he take that and go back and do it better, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if he do it himself, he do it himself. But now if he win, then somebody go to Dragon and say, hey, can you build my bike? Then is that consider him a shop?
Mm-hmm.
You taking
What's up, little bully? What's up, little bully? I see you in the comments.
You taking on work. So to me, like I tell people, like, just because you do it yourself or just because it's a big shop, don't never think that the big shop could get beaten. Jack got beat plenty of times, and he's the biggest shop ever. Right?
Yeah.
He's the biggest shop ever. He got beat. He got beat plenty of times, and he won plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't, that's just my thought of it.
Okay. So Jimmy, I'm gonna get you out of here, man. I'm gonna ask this question, and then we're gonna let you talk about the Super Bowl. So whatever you want to say about the Super Bowl after this question, I give you the floor. So
you got me here, baby. Go for it.
I want to say, I'm gonna name the categories, right? And you just name the slingshot. Whatever it is, it can be a slingshot from back in the day or whatever. I'm gonna say the category because listen, you done did a lot of shows. We say you did like 80 SS takeovers, right? So when I say the category, you just name 1 or 2 slingshots. We move to the next category. You ain't got to say why you said it. If I say soda, you say Pepsi or whatever it is. If I say shoe, you say Nike. I'm just gonna say it, right? You ready?
I guess so. Go ahead, go for it. Let's see how this is gonna work out.
You can say 1 or 2 slingshots or whatever. When you stop talking, I go to the next one.
Go for it.
Lightweight.
Now, see, it's a trick, man. Because are we talking about East Coast? Or we talk about
Hey, I'm talking about with you, Mr. SS Takeover. You done did over 80 events. You don't went to Atlanta. You don't went to New York. You don't went to.
We talking about the best.
Yeah, the best. That when I say this category, you think about that bike. You say that bike.
Styles and Smitty.
All right, Styles and Smitty. Featherweight.
Oh man. Shit. Styles, I'm sorry. Smitty, G Money, and Lil Bully.
Middleweight.
Bounty Hunter. The Grim Reaper. See, it's hard, man. Styles, because he's played middleweight too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta think about it. I did over 80 shows, right? So now are we talking about up to date, or are we talking about back then or overall? Because it's like I could go hand for hand. I could go Zoe from Philly. I could go Dame from Philly. I like Miss All Star, Miss Showtime. That's James' wife. Like I told you, I like Bounty Hunter. I like King New Shoes. I like I think it's Tim Duncan from out Texas. And to kind of go back, if we see, that's what I'm saying, it's kind of hard because
is that hard?
It really is, because
yeah.
So it's like because I'm always on the East, right? So if I go to Texas now I really gotta say, because honestly, I do like the girl with the red bike. Y'all gotta forgive me. After I had that stroke, my memory just be all over the place. What's her name? Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Hands down, she got a cold joint. So I say, when it first started, Jarrell had a crazy bike. So
animal.
Yeah, so it's so many bikes. Lightweight. Like I could really go back to lightweight, because then you got to think about it. You got Pun. Before Pun, it was Geo. You know what I'm saying? Before Geo, when Geo was out, it was Rubio. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of names I could name. And then, matter of fact, Kenyatta was slamming shit. Man, it's so many names, bro. The guy from Texas, the young boy, I never heard the kid, so I can't. His father.
Oh, you talking about King Kong?
Yeah, King Kong. His father played the bike. I never heard the kid. And then you even see when I talk to his father, I say, listen, I don't address nothing to your son because I never heard his son play, right? So yes, his bikes sound crazy. It's a ton of bikes, bro.
Yeah, right. Let's go to heavyweight, man. Heavyweight. Give me some names, Jimmy.
Me,
heavyweight.
Me, baby, me. So like I say, you go heavyweight, you got. So it's like, man, it's crazy because, Jack started it. Jack, you had Twist, from Diamond Design. You got Radio. I don't even think he heavyweight. He extreme, but if we going by my rules, he heavyweight. You got James. You got James from New Jersey. You got Ange from New Jersey, Philly. Once again, you gotta put style in that. That's
good. That's good, Jimmy. What I was trying to do is, all of that you just mentioned is because you started this stuff in 2015 with this competition stuff. We wouldn't be talking about all that stuff if you weren't doing what you was doing in 2015, 16. Man.
In facts, and I try to tell everybody that all the time. Like I say, I don't never like to toot my own horn, but yeah, you're right. If it wasn't for me, man, I really don't think. I know Slingshot community probably would have been big, but I don't think it could have been bigger than what it is right now.
Yeah.
Because I the one started the group rides. I the one who started all these groups getting together. I the one started the events from around the world, or for people who want to even put on events. You know what I'm saying? I help, and like I say, man, we could go. Listen, I got time because we could talk for a long time. Listen, I didn't help people build their platform. What I'm saying? no disrespect, but I always looked at it like Sling Experience was built off of SS Takeover, because we came to Houston first. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, no disrespect, but you know, a spade is a spade. I love what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because I told them, like, they took the shit to the next level, because Slingshot Experience started in 2019. That was the year after SS Takeover was in Houston. And I made a phone call. We was come back to Houston. He was like, nah, yo, we doing our own thing. We got this thing. I'm like, all right, cool. They was like, yo, just take it to Dallas. I'm like, yo, bro, everybody will go to Houston, right? So they was like, nah, man, you know, we doing Sling Experience. And I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I fell back a year from going to Houston and Texas, because like I say, my whole thing is like, I never want to compete against no one. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to break up the family. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
when a lot of groups start coming around, you start breaking up everybody. Now everybody get to the point of they don't know what show to go to. So like I say, yeah, I started a lot of these groups, you know, platform, or, you know, the meet and grease and all this. So yeah, like, you know,
Okay.
I respect everybody, man. I love what they doing out here. But yeah.
All right, I want to give a shout out to our super chat. We got a super chat from Miss J, $2.99. Feel free to send me a super chat. Super chat goes to me. It helps me keep my channel running. It helps me repair microphones and cameras and stuff. So feel free to super chat. Super chat is basically when you chat, your comment will be highlighted up there for everybody to see. And
Nice.
just like now, I'm saying thank you to Miss J for $2.99 super chat. Thank you, Miss J. So.
Nice.
Hey, I want to ask you this right here, and then we're going to let you go ahead and talk whatever you want to say about the Super Bowl. In the categories light, feather, middleweight, heavyweight, which one is the hardest one to win in?
Well, now, so like I say, over the years, it just built up, because when we first started, you gotta think about it. It was only lightweight and heavyweight.
Mhm.
So it was no in between. You had to be that guy, point blank. Right. So now we put featherweight in it. Then we added middleweight. So now, right now, the hardest class, the hardest class really is middleweight and heavyweight, man.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys, you know, lightweight is cool, but it depends on who you battling. You know what I'm saying? You know, other than that, it's cool, but the class is middleweight, bro. Them the big dogs now. They the
Yeah,
big dogs.
you got more competitors in which category?
So like I tell everybody, it all depends on which state we in. But
Okay.
right now, yes, let's just say middleweight. Hands down, always middleweight. You know, featherweight grew. Shout out to Lil Bully and Jarrell. They was like kind of the first ones in there banging shit out. And then, you know, guys just felt some type of way, I guess, because we started giving featherweight the big belts. They was like, well, fuck that. We about to come around and battle.
Yeah.
And like I said, no one felt, please don't think that, you know, I might have missed a couple of names. Because like I say, like JT, Jonathan Teller, man, this guy, man, listen, he might be the only one that drives so far for a show, man. And this guy competes. I'm talking about he'll start out at featherweight, he'll go away to heavyweight if you let him. You know what I'm saying? So yes, middleweight is the biggest, you know, depending on what city we go to, definitely the biggest.
Okay. All right, man. Well, the floor is yours, man. Let's tell us about the Super Bowl, man. Give us all the information we need, man, so we can get there and be ready. Tell us what we in store for.
A crazy show. Listen, November the 19th. Man, listen, told you I'm kind of bad at it now, man. First and foremost, I want to say thank everybody that send me out prayers. Prayers really work. A lot of people might don't know. Some people do know. I had a stroke on 9/28. Came back out the coma. Came back good. Really no side effects. But prayers do really work. And I want to thank you guys, because it was like, yo, like they was calling me like, yo, I'm like, I'm okay. They was like, nah, man, you know, just chill out a little bit, but we pray for you, man. I really want to say thank you guys though, because without you guys, it wouldn't be me. Prayers really work. So November the 17th, well, the 18th through the 20th, November down in Omen Beach at the Beaver Bar, where we first did it at last year. Beaver Bar is gonna be crazy. Um, Friday, we are gonna do a meet and greet at Dave and Buster's down there in Daytona. Pull up, you got grudge, you know. A couple of guys said, they don't want to participate in the SS Takeover show. I respect it, but a lot of guys want a grudge. You know what I'm saying? Some people want a grudge. They want to see Animal and G Money grudge. So I told them Friday night they could get it in. I step back, I just watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, let the crowd judge it. But yeah, I really, like I said, bag out differences, but my floor is open to everybody who want to come out. Saturday the 19th, we definitely gonna have the sound off and sling show out. Show your slingshot off. Give out 16 trophies, give out 4 belts. Man, it's gonna be a crazy show. Featherweight gonna be crazy. I think what the people really anticipating, they really want to see is there's a couple of bikes that people really want to see. So I know for lightweight, they definitely want to see Punk and King Kong go at it. But I think King Kong kind of scared. So I don't think he's coming, but I heard Texas was coming, but I don't think he's coming, but I don't know. Like I said, that'd be a good battle. You know what I'm saying? King Kong and Punk, that'd be a great battle. The people want to see that.
I like both of them.
Yeah, I like both of
them, man. Both of them incredible.
I want to hear the son. You know what I'm saying? Because they do say the son get down. So I want to hear the son. You know what I'm saying? The father played the bike, but the son might could do it better. So I definitely want to hear the son. Now middleweight. Listen. So the battle of middleweight, I really think it's 2 bikes from Maryland from my way. The Diamond Design built one of them, and Curry Exotic Boys built the other one. So you got King New Shoes and Lamont. 2 bikes, 2 crazy bikes, crazy. And like I said, man, like listen. So like I want to clear the air for everybody. I don't have a problem with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people on the other end of this joint like, yo, he's just talking about everybody. Like he's just giving shout outs to everybody. Man, listen, man, look, I've been blessed to be here again. I think I'm here for a purpose because if you know me, like 2016, I went through the same thing before I got shot, died, woke back up 5 minutes later. I was here, like, so yeah, I'm God's favorite child, I guess. But man, listen, if you there, if you around, come out, show up, man. Like it ain't no animosity, I ain't got no hard feelings against nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like I said,
G Money said, don't forget Jose in middleweight.
Well, I guess if Coke changed the system and get to him and him and New Shoes, you know what I'm saying? New Shoes the king right now, buddy. But like I said, it's gonna be a crazy show because, like you say, Team Light 'em Up, they've been holding it down for the whole year.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Ain't nobody really beat them except a couple of people. Yeah, but yeah, they held it down. I can't say. I want to see if Chris coming back. Chris with the black and orange bike. He definitely had a banger. If he changed his bike up, Jack, the other, because it's 2 Jacks. I think it's one from North Carolina and South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
But Jack, who was in Dunn, the last show, I want to see him come back out. I definitely want to see him come back out because his bike was slamming too. I don't know, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. Heavyweight.
We got a comment from White Lotus. White Lotus is in the house. She says, "Thank you, Jimmy. Your shows is the reason why I installed sound." White Lotus.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad I could be that guy. Like I said, once again, I do it for y'all, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's a network thing. You know what I'm saying? What's life without networking?
Yeah, G Money in here talking. G Money say, don't forget Indian Mamba with new heavyweight.
Mamba, I don't know if she Black Mamba. I don't know Black Mamba coming up. But if she come up, like I say, that'd be a crazy battle. You know, so a lot of things going to change for the Super Bowl, for one. You know, since we talking about it, like ain't no camps behind each other. Y'all guys gotta stay 10 feet away from these bikes because the crowd just gets so crazy and these guys just, you know, crowd over the bike. So they at the table. Listen, if you at the table, you gotta be buying something. If you ain't buying nothing at the table, get away from the table. Like, listen, I definitely want to see Black Mamba. She come back out. I definitely want to see Ted Hernandez. I want to see Ted. I know James told me, man, listen, Jimmy, at this point, he might battle, or if I need him to judge, he'll judge. He really don't care. But, you know, I really want to see James battle again. Because James.
Yeah, G Money saying it's Ram from New Jersey team light him up. The new heavyweight that played in the Turnpike battle.
Oh, Ram. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Brown guy. The Indian. I think Indian. Yeah. His bike sound good too.
Really?
Yeah. Like I say, bro, man, listen. I listen. I'm being honest. I'm quite sure a lot of people sitting on the other end of the video, like, yo, he forgetting this. Man, bro.
Yeah. It's so many, Jimmy. It's so many of them.
It is so many of them, and you know, and honestly, it's like, you know, there's a lot of them, and I will forget their name, but I know their faces and everything else. Like, you know, I want to see Wolf come back out. You know what I'm saying? A lot is a lot of great bikes, bro. Like, listen, if Styles coming back out, he might, you know, he got a good bike ready to go. So it's a lot of great bikes, man. A lot. A lot. You know what I'm saying?
Be there at the Super Bowl. Be at their Super Bowl, people. You're gonna see it.
Man, listen, if you want to know where the best of the best at, it's at the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. Like I say, I'm not taking that from nobody. And maybe next year, if the other platforms want to do one big show together, whatever, I'm with it. I'm saying it loud, like I'm all hands in the air. For 2023, I don't know how many shows I'm doing next year because, you know, you understand, I was doing 13 shows a year, maybe 13 or 15 shows a year. It's only 12 months in a year. How? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I want to take a little break a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do what you gotta do, Jimmy, for your health, man. You gotta take it easy, man. Hey, you already blueprint. You already blueprint, bro.
Well, you know what people don't understand, man. Why I love doing it, because I love being around. I love being around the people. You know what I'm saying? Like I might don't tell y'all this, but honestly, like I feel so much love when we all together. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it. Like when we at these shows, we just don't be at the show. You know what I'm saying? We talk about a lot of stuff, not just audio, not just slingshot stuff. We go out to eat the dinner with each other, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, man. Like, you know, a lot of guys come out, show love, like, you know, and it was crazy. So I tell you how much I really love this stuff, man. So this year, my mom's birthday, April 30th, right?
Yeah.
They called, they want to do a show in Charlotte. It's my mom's fucking birthday. I forgot about my mother's birthday. I planned a show on her birthday. She's like, what we doing on my birthday? I'm like, when is it, Mom? She's like, the same time it is every year, right? I'm like, damn, I got a show that well week.
How'd you do that? How'd you pull that off?
Well, you know, I just told my mom, look, just come on down to Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I told her, it wasn't being selfish or it wasn't about no money shit. It was just like, you know, normally me and my mom, she want to do something for her birthday, she go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just told her, just come on down to Charlotte. And she had a great time, man. Like, you know, the guys showed her mad love. So like I say, it's one of these things, man. Like I tell everybody, like somebody from Texas asked me, like, well, why you don't give out money at your shows? I was like, man, listen, because money break up friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the streets, man. Money break up friendships. So keep it simple. Y'all got a trophy to battle for. Cool. Y'all want to bet money on your own, battle on your own. But yeah, man, it's just the love. That's why I like doing it. It's just the love that come from it. So, you know, just be around some good people, learn some new things. Man, I learned so much stuff from a lot of other guys, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, not even dealing with Slingshot stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. That's why I love doing it, brother. But
Yes, sir.
November the 19th is definitely going down. I hope everybody come out. It's gonna be crazy. I hope you come down Straight Up TV. You know,
I'm gonna be there. Definitely be there.
You go live.
I wish I had Jimmy. Now, in this garage back here, Jimmy, Lambo is in there, but right now he in pieces. Right now,
Hey,
so,
man, we got a month.
I know. Yeah. But,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
there's a couple people I want to get in the ring with. What
you want, lightweight or featherweight?
I don't think I might be middle. I got 16 speakers and two subs.
Yeah, you middleweight, buddy. Well, you
Yeah.
You know, man, you need a discount on the speakers. Call me, man. We fly them over to you, man.
Jimmy, listen, man. Let's talk about that, man, because I'm trying to go these. Damn, they watching. They listening to. Damn, they listening. Listen, man.
But what you want to talk about? What you want? Some speakers? Beamer?
Talk about them. Deaf bounce apocalypse. They on Down for Sound website. Listen, they screaming. I even talked to Little Bully. Little Bully know they screaming. Deaf bounce apocalypse.
Well, now, what time you talk to Little Bully?
Neo magnets.
Listen, what time did you talk to Little Bully? In the daytime or the nighttime? But listen, real shit. Like I'm saying, if you going, listen, you going middleweight, bro. Listen, want to be honest %. Go with Beamer, bro. Coaxials. They now listen, like they 900 speakers. But you know, you call somebody, we might get about 400 or 500 for you. You know what I'm saying? But yes, that's what you want to go for because it's gonna give you the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about the other brand. I only talk about, you know, stuff that I really know about.
Yeah.
You know, a Gemini, you know, they sounded good too. But you know, Beamer and PRV right now is the hottest on the map.
Yeah, Jimmy, but I think it's the box, man. You got to get that box ported right. I think if that box ain't got enough for airspace, it ain't happening, bro.
So, like I said, you want to pay to play, you know who to call. You know what I'm saying? Jack got some crazy boxes. Team light them up. I don't know if they selling their boxes, but you know, they got a way to get, you know, they found I can't speak how they doing it, but yes, they found a way how to get the crazy bass. It's a lot of ways you could get it, brother. Like I say, depend on, you know, what you really want to do. You know, who heads you want to come after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They in the comment section right now. Them heads I want. They in the comment section right now, laughing, rolling.
To play this game, you gotta pay, brother. Or you gotta know the right people. Like I tell everybody, you just gotta know the right people. Cause like, yeah, it is some guys that paying who paid $900 for these speakers, but then there's some guys who paid $400 for these speakers.
Right.
Everything's about homework. You know what I'm saying? So if you got time, if you do your own homework, you can kind of beat the gun. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Jimmy, let me run this commercial real fast. We'll be right back.
Go for it.
Slingshot Accessories, high quality parts and accessories for your Polaris Slingshot, Vanderhall, Riker, and Can-Am Spiders. For all your parts and accessory needs, make Slingshot Accessories your first choice. And home of the world famous Bugatti lights. Visit slingshotaccessories.com today.
And we're back, man. Make sure y'all check out Slingshot Accessories, man. Also, make sure y'all check out Light the Night. Light the Night out there in San Antonio, Texas, man. Call them. The number is 844-586-5337. San Antonio, call Mr. Vernon Walker, man. Get you some of them Light the Nights, man. But hey, check it out, Jimmy.
Vernon even go to Maryland too, man. He go all over.
Yeah. You got to get Light the Night, man. I want to give a shout out to hey, Jimmy, you stay on Facebook, right? How you feel about man? I love Slingshot Audio Garage, man.
Oh yeah. Ted Hernandez,
yeah.
I think Jonathan Taylor run the joint. Yeah, man, they came up with a great idea. At first, when they first came up with it, it was crazy, man, because it was a lot of shit talking on there. You know what I'm saying? And it was good for the culture. It's always good for the culture. But I love that page because yes, you could go there and find out anything you want. No one is biased. You know, everyone, you know, they speak the facts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta check them guys out. If you're on Facebook, that's a must. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Check out Slingshot Audio Garage. So Jimmy, I gotta announce something, man. Right? You know, Straight Up TV is a platform for all Slingshot content, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first heavy year of Straight Up TV. So at the end of the year, Straight Up TV is having an online live stream award show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Listen, all you got to be is a subscriber and Slingshot owner. I'm giving out do-it-yourself trophies. The guy for 2022, do-it-yourself.
Okay.
I'm giving out the best shop bike. I'm giving out trophies at the end of the year, sometime in November. So if you're a subscriber, stay subscribed, and we're gonna have a live stream award show, medallions, of course, and like I said, I got about 7 or 8 different categories. I want to touch everybody. Females. I want to touch the do-it-yourself guys. I want to touch a little bit of everybody. So this is just going to be from there's a trophy in there for the best interview done by a Slingshot owner on Straight Up TV. So if I try to get you on the show to do an interview and you didn't take it, you missed out on a battalion. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of it's going to be in November. I haven't announced the date yet, but it's going to be a live stream award show. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, listen, that's dope, bro. Listen, I never told you, but listen, I love what you're doing. You know, and you already know me. I deal with so many people, right? Like, because it was crazy. Because when you came last year, you was like, "Oh, can I do this?" And I was like, "Cool, whatever," right? And, you know, and I probably thought you feel like I brushed you off, but and you know, it's crazy. I still forgot that you was the guy that owned Slingshot, and we've been so many years that we seen each other, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, because you jumped out your truck, and I'm like, "Yo, who's this guy?" Like, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about Merrill's Inlet? Yeah, you came riding up on the scooter.
Yeah, right. So you know what I'm saying? So now I just want to say, man, like, I love what you're doing for the culture, man. Like, we definitely needed this. And it was crazy because everyone kept telling me, "Man, you should do a podcast." I'm like, "Nah, man," because like I say, I deal with so much anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you did it for the culture, you know what I'm saying? Because the people really needed this. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, it give a platform for everybody to speak their mind or, you know, speak how they feel about certain things, tell you what's going on. But no, I definitely, you know, I appreciate this one though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, I'm glad I made it up on here, baby.
Man, hey, you know you was gonna get on here, bro. Get over. I gotta have a blueprint, the pioneer. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't. Listen, audience. I'm not telling you this. I seen this. I seen people going crazy when SSTAKEOVER was coming to Atlanta. I seen this. I was a part of that movement.
Hey, bro.
So that's why I speak like that.
I'm gonna tell you when I realized it was big. When Polaris called me.
Oh yeah.
Can you come down here? And like, I could have took advantage of it, but I ain't take advantage of it. Like, all right, sure, we come down there. Like, yeah, we transport our own bikes. We pay for everything out of our pocket, right?
Yeah.
And, yo, we having it at the racetrack. I'm like, yo, that's big. Like Rick Ross ain't even get on the racetrack. Like, no one from Atlanta ever put a Slingshot on the racetrack. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they let us go around there, you know, and it was it was dope. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was
Mhm.
definitely dope, man.
Yeah.
So
Well, it was, though.
somebody text me, say I need to do some call outs, right?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen. So they said King New Shoes, they want Bounty Hunter, Lamont want Bounty Hunter, Coke and New Shoes, Team Light them up and New Shoes. Like, man, I don't know if this is gonna be like the Super Bowl will be so crazy because it's gonna be like a East versus down South / Texas battle. Because Texas supposed to come up real deep. I hope, like I said, I hope King Kong, get that ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They flying private jets and everything with Lucky 7, so they should make it. You know what I'm saying? No, real shit. Like,
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, King Kong sound good now. I done seen his son play 3 or 4 times. He sound good. And I done seen Big Pun. Pun play good too.
So let me say this. A lot of these bikes sound good. But there's a lot of songs that these bikes can't play. That's why a lot of people don't like the SS Takeover tiebreaker list. Because you know why? Because some of these songs will pick your bike apart. See what I'm saying? So a lot of people get upset by that when it's a tie, because you know why? If you're not used to playing a song and somebody give you a song that you never played before, you don't know what your bike gonna do, right? That's like if you live in this house, right? And I blindfold you and you stay in this house for a whole week, you gonna know the house, right? Because it's your house, right? You gonna know how many stairs you got to go or how many stairs you got to go down, right? Cool. Now I take you to my house and blindfold you. You're gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
Because you don't know it. You never been there.
All right.
So
lost.
Yeah, so a lot of these bikes do sound good, but there's a lot of bikes. If you put them the same song or you put them in a tiebreaker mood, a lot of bikes are choke. And I ain't gonna say who it is because I don't want nobody to think that I'm bashing or talking shit. But
yeah,
I listen to all these bikes, and I'm gonna give you another thing. Like you watch the people. See, people watch the person that they battle, and then they lose it. You see what I'm saying? Because they try and chase.
Right.
Like Sam. Like, have you ever heard that song? That Mary J. Blige song with DJ Clue, steady if you're ready, and are you ready? And it got a 1 and 30-minute long intro before the beat drop.
Yeah.
Right? Sam tried to do it, he lost to Kenyatta like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people lose because they be chasing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like
you definitely gotta know.
Yeah, you definitely gotta know, man. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people, man, just know your bike, don't chase. Man, it's a lot, man. Like, man, it's a lot we could talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? This might be the long.
Jimmy, most of these people done heard the other Slingshot. They don't played against them. So when I do interviews, I ask a question. I said, "What's your strategy? What's your strategy? You already played this person. You already heard. What's your strategy?" I don't think there is a strategy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, it's a strategy because, like, for instance, like I'm gonna give you like Pun. Pun get it dancing. Pun get in his move. So now he got the crowd hype. And he got you feeling like you can't beat him. You can't beat him.
Yeah. Hey,
listen. Watch a person's eyes when they get in the ring, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, listen. I learned that shit the hard way. Because, like I told you, when I battled, man, I battled this dude. Man, I battled Ainge. He had the best bike in New Jersey, and he had the best bike in PA in New Jersey right now, right? One Stop Audio built the shit. I never forget. Shout out to Jonathan Tellers, Flex Design. When he made these boxes, right? These guys from Philly bought like 10 boxes. 10. And they 10s. They ain't 12, they fucking 10s.
Wow.
And if you knew how to put that right sub in that box, that box was slamming shit. I'm talking about slamming. I'm like, yo, this little guy shit beating, right? I already knew what boxes he had. So I was like, man, I got to catch this guy. I put my glasses on. I ain't looking at him. I'm like, you ain't gonna see me, right? So
Yeah.
I'm telling you, people, you would get there and you'd be like, yo, like, how the fuck I'm going like fast? How I'm going song to song with a person? You know what I'm saying? But it's just you got to have a strategy, and a lot of people got strategies. So I'm not here to tell people strategies, but yes, you know, a lot of people do different stuff. Like, for instance, bounty hunter, like watch, like the guys with the air rider, right?
Yeah.
They drop their bike to the ground for it can make more bass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the bass hit off the ground much harder.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Now, if you got that trick, you know it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody got their different strategy, but it's just like a football game, man. Like, yeah, you gotta have good dudes. Uh-oh, what happened? Hold up.
I don't know. Phone call.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. So
let me get the shout out. Shout out to Victoria Robinson with the super chat, $10, man. Victoria Robinson, thank you so much for your donation, $10, man. It's gonna help the channel grow, help me keep the channel up and running. Thank you so much, Victoria Robinson. All right, go ahead, Jimmy.
Right. So yeah, man, you gotta have a strategy, man. You know, everybody got their own way, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you just gotta have a banging playlist, man. That's all it's about.
Yeah, we got Pun in the building. We got Pun.
Hey,
Pun in chat.
What up, my guy? What up, Pun? What up? What it do? What it do, baby? Hope to see you in the Super Bowl. You in Florida, so my man Mo down in Florida got a new bike I want to see too. The Joker bike with all these wheels on top. I want to see the new bike. I think RCB built this bike. Brian bike. Brian had a good bike, crazy bike last year, crazy with all the churros on top. So at first he used to have it with the wings come up. He had all the speakers and shit, but now he got a wall with all the speakers. So I definitely want to hear that bike. Hopefully they'll bring it out. We try and get Radio to come down. Him and Radio be the great battle, man. It's gonna be a lot. Listen, bro. It's gonna be a lot of great battles. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I really want to see.
Hey, Jimmy, I think Team Light 'em Up gonna come up there and show out, bro. I'm feeling like they're gonna come show out, bro.
It's gonna be a lot of good battles, bro. They always show out, but it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of bites. So like I say, this is up to them. If it's up to the people if they want to do regular classic or they want to do King of the Hill, and that's what's gonna hurt. So if 50 people is 60-40 want King of the Hill, oh boy, a lot of bites gonna be in trouble.
Okay. Well, Jimmy, let me ask you this. So it's a Super Bowl. It's the last one of the year, right?
Right.
Are we using the same judges, or do we have new judges, or anything different from the regular past contests?
Nah, we're gonna have some new judges. We always switch up the judges, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I always tell everybody sometimes it's good to switch judges up because you don't want the same judge to hit a shit over and over. Because you'll bleed the judge ear out. You know what I'm saying? And I even asked the guys like, hey, you want some of your peers to judge it? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jack Frost used to judge, but I think Jack Frost, he's battling this year. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a be some good judges. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I say for the Super Bowl, I make it fair. I make it fair for everybody that come to battle. Like, man, look, y'all feel good with these judges? So that way, I always look at it like this. If I ask you, are you cool with this? And you say, yeah, then at the end of the show, you can't complain about nothing. You see what I'm saying? Can't complain about that when you agreed in the beginning that it was fine. So if you lose in the end, no one could complain. So, but yeah.
Hey, who benefits from doing King of the Hill? The guy that everybody thinks gonna win, or the sleeper? That bike that everybody know can win, and he just made some changes. He just did some changes nobody know about.
It's always a sleeper because, like I say, a lot of guys don't show their work. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance,
Yes, sir.
I know somebody that everybody waiting on. I can't say his name, but somebody changed their bike up and it's going to, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys change their bike up just like that. So yeah, it's always a sleeper because you already anticipating that you know what this guy gonna bring, right?
Jimmy, I swear to God, Jimmy, it's the box, man. Listen, think about, you got a good speaker, you got a box, but you ain't got it ported. This is what it sounds like. It can't get out. You got to port it.
That's not true because some guys have sale boxes that beat. I was a sale box guy at first. I didn't have no port in my box. And I'm telling these guys could tell you, listen, if you was at the first battle, when I played the first battle of the Beltway and I played, listen, I made diamond, I know not diamond design, I made what's the guy in Philly? Shit. Diamond Audio. Yeah, Diamond Audio. Diamond Audio. I made them a shit lot of money. Because they put some sealed boxes in my joint and that shit was beaten.
Jimmy, the reason why I said that, Jimmy, let me clarify. The reason why I said that, when I'm at the contest, I'm videotaping, I'm talking to the winner. Most of them are ported. Most of them say I'm ported. I think Kenyatta's ported.
Yeah.
Most of them are ported. So that 3-inch port down there, even when they hit the air suspension and lower it, they're lowering it so that ported 3-inch port or 2-inch port, it can hit the ground. So I mean, I'm gonna say ported.
No, yeah, ported is the best. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ported is the best. But like I say, I had some sleepers that had sealed boxes and they sound good. Cause like it still come down to your music that you play.
Yeah.
Cause like 612s. 612s don't sound good in everybody bike.
It don't. Sound good in pun though.
Yeah. Yeah, it sound good in a lot of them bikes too. You know what
I think Black Mamba from Texas, she played 612s too.
Yeah, I haven't heard her bike this year. I heard it before. Yeah, her bike slapped too. Her bike came around a long way because, like I say, so a lot of people and you know, a lot of people would tell you like, man, I'm not biased. You know what I'm saying? If I hear something wrong, I'm gonna tell you at the end of the show, like, yo, you should change this, you should change that, because you know, I'm not a judge, but I sit back and I heard all these bikes before, and I might have heard your bike a year before, I might have heard your bike 2 shows before. And I could tell you, like, yo, bro, you need to turn this down or go back to this or change that. But yes, her bike does sound better now. You know what I'm saying? Her bike always sounded good, but she did tap in and change a lot of stuff to give you that all around what you're looking for.
Yeah. Jimmy, when it comes to the ladies, let's go ahead and talk to ladies. Straight Up TV. Let's talk to ladies. I love Bounty Hunter. Love that bike, bro. Love that bike. You got belt after belt after belt after belt, and it's in the numbers. If you can show you got all these belts, you're doing something right. I love Bounty Hunter. I love Black Mamba.
All right, so okay, now, so all right. See, I ain't want to talk about this, but now you keep on.
Phoenix is a beast too.
No.
Black Mamba.
Okay, I never heard of Phoenix yet. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't take now from Bounty Hunter.
Elizabeth too.
Bike sound crazy, but yes, you gotta understand. Like I was telling Justin, like when you don't have no one to compete against, you could get belt after belt after belt. But it's like Mayweather. When you picking your own fight, does it count? He got all the belts. Does it count? But they know why he ain't that one fight Pacquiao in the beginning, because he knew it would hurt his career if he lost, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're on a new platform, you getting belt up the belt, you the face of the platform, you're supposed to win. You the head, you the face of it, no problem. Like I said, once again, it's never no disrespect. But yes, there have been times that yes, when Bounty Hunter was over on the SS TakeOver platform, she was winning. But then it was some guys that gave her a run for her money too. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, yeah, you can't pick no fight over here because you got more than 6 people to battle in your category. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's gonna be hard. So you know, and that's kind of
why wouldn't you want to battle the best? Battle the best.
You know, and honestly, me and Corinne talked before. You know, like I say, I'm an open book, bro. I ain't gonna never sugarcoat shit. Last year in Florida, we kind of bump heads. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she got frustrated, said some things, and like I tell people, I'm human. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and if I'm always out of line, I will always apologize if I'm out of line, but I'm human too. But one thing we're not gonna do, we're not gonna holler, you know, scream and go back and forth. So it's like, you know, that night she thought it was a disrespectful thing and XYZ. We talked about it the next day, and it was like, they decided to move off our platform. That was fine. But like I told them, like, you know, like I told the husband, but you know, hey, you know, you can't one side of story. You can't be the bad guy and then make it look like I'm the bad guy. Say, oh, we're just gonna leave, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, me and her, we chopped it up. We cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They choose to start a new platform. They went over there, fine. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we even had conversations where, you know, we talk like, man, she want to come back and battle the best because, like I said, if you ain't battling the best, like who are you really battling? You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't be an NBA player and then go to the D League and get the same love. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get the same money over there. You know, so the battle's not gonna never be the same. So yeah,
right.
So yeah, you know, just like I told Jessica, it's like, yeah, you know, you great. That bike is great, but until you really play in the NBA on, you know, on the East Coast, you could consider yourself the best on the West Coast. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, like I said, it's never no disrespect, and I don't want nobody to take it out of proportion. But
right.
Yes, you know, me, that's why I even open up and suggest, like, hey, listen, don't get me wrong. I don't mind traveling halfway for everybody can meet halfway. You know what I'm saying? Or all the platforms get together and do one big show, you know, maybe everybody come out and bigger battle, whatever. But you know,
what location would that be? Like, what would it be fair so everybody can get to the location?
You gotta understand, life ain't fair. Nothing in the world is gonna be ever be fair about it. Think about it, because if we say we're gonna have it in Tennessee, right? Tennessee is 10 hours from me, right? All right, boom. Now that means I gotta go find a location. I gotta pay for this, pay for that, pay for this, take over, whatever, right? Boom. All right. If I ask for a hosting fee, people say, nah, we ain't gonna pay that much because we don't think, all right, cool, no problem. So now I do it out of my pocket, right? No problem. But now you got a guy from Texas gonna say, well, it take us 15 hours to get there. That's too far. Florida gonna say the same thing. So if you ever said a middle ground, it really would never be no middle ground, because if Jose and if like team light them up coming, they coming further because they upstate New York.
Yeah.
So that
I
means
got some comments. I got Myrtle Beach comment. I got ATL. I got Maggie Valley.
Now Maggie Valley may be good. You know, that's the thing. Like, I really don't know who do Maggie Valley. So I think Scott do Maggie Valley now, but
yeah. You need a big area. You need a big area. You need a lot of hotels. You need a nice area.
Right. It's not a good idea to do it in Maggie Valley if we doing it at the same time they doing Slingshot in the Smokies.
Right.
So now we do it on off weekend when everybody want to come. That'd be fine with me. Like I say, but either way you look at it, it's gonna be far for somebody.
Yeah, somebody got to travel far.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought Nashville, you know what I'm saying? I thought Tennessee might be dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like you say, but once again, when it hit the fan, it always gonna be somebody say, man, that's too far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But what would that look like though, Jimmy? If all 3 platforms or 4 platforms or whatever, what would that look like? How would that contest go? That's a lot of attitude. That's a lot of slingshots. That's a lot of. I mean, you got to start at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I look at it like this: if all the platforms get together, if everybody play their part, it could work. But see, once again, like you said, it's a lot of attitudes, a lot of egos. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I'm always feel like I'm the GOAT. I'm the father of it. So if it say sound off, let me do the sound off, right? I run it. I created it. Why wouldn't you let me do it, right?
Right.
So that's just like if it came to a light show, like I tell people, they say, why you don't do a light show? Because I'm not Vernon, bro. Like Vernon started the light show stuff. I take my hat off to him because I don't know how to do the light show. You know what I'm saying? I've been one to Texas and we try to do one. I told them, hey, y'all can run a light show because I can't run something that I never invented. I never did before. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. So like you say, yeah, I'm open if people want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, a lot of egos or a lot of attitudes, but I guess like I say, like you told me, I still feel that way that I'm the GOAT of it. So I still feel that I'm the blueprint. I still feel like, yo, if okay, just like like I told you, I ain't here to sugarcoat shit. Like, I asked them in Sling Experience, like, well, why y'all just don't let me host the Sound Off show? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, because some people don't like you. Well, people ain't gonna like a lot of people. But you know how many times a person said they ain't like me and people still came to the show?
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh yeah.
Because
that show is a show. That's a show about show. Listen, Jimmy, what if I invite you back for another live stream with some of the other platforms and let's see if we can't talk this out.
Listen, like this. You gotta look at it like this. I'm with it. I would never deny you an interview, right?
Right.
I'm with it. But honestly, I'm always open for it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if I'm telling you that I'm open to have a discussion or I'm open to do a show, I think that's one of the things you got to call off live because you got to call offline about that because they tried it before.
Yeah.
They got phone calls, Slingshot audio call, and they was asking like, yo, would y'all want to do a big show? And it was like, one person said they needed 20,000 to do a show. I said, damn, I'm only charging 3,500. Shit, where the fuck my budget come to? Like, I need to change this, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know. One person said they wanted 20, and the other person was like, they ain't working with this person. It was just like, I don't know.
You know what? Hey, Jimmy, I got a comment. It says, let's keep it real. Pretty much good luck with that, trying to do that. But listen, that makes me want to do it. Jimmy, you can do this, Jimmy. You started this shit in 2015. Somebody else said that would be a crazy event. No, Jimmy, you can put this together.
It'll be a crazy event, but listen, bro, I'm gonna keep honest with you, right? Remember what I said earlier? That you got too many different teams.
Right.
All right. So you know why we never come back to Atlanta?
Why?
Because you got too many different teams. One year, one team told us we supposed to do a pool party at Rick Ross' house. They told us, oh, we won in. I'm like, damn, nigga, I was in Atlanta fucking with these other niggas before you niggas had slingshots. That shit kind of made me feel sad. They like, yo, you trying to start a nigga? Like, what? So it's like, you got so much, it's too much. Everybody want to be the king, right? And like I told everybody, you got to understand, like, and if there's some people in the comments that know me, they'll tell you, like, listen, bro, I've been that guy before the slingshot community. People knew me before that, right?
Right.
So when I started doing slingshots, it just grew bigger. Now, people kind of respected or people gravitate to me because they really knew me. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of these guys that got slingshots that wasn't nobodies at first, right? But then they got slingshots, thinking they didn't man. You saw it yourself. You've been in Atlanta with me, bro. You've been in Atlanta with me. The same guys who split up, who doing all these different groups, they was with us in the beginning, right or wrong.
Yeah. You're right.
They was running the streets with us. It was cool because no one understood that you could get fame off of it. So when they feel like they could get a name off of it, then everybody started breaking off. Like, oh, I had one group of Atlanta told us, man, we don't ride with them guys because they hood dudes and they this, they people that call me drug dealer.
I know what you're talking about, man.
You see what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about, man. Hey, man, how you know all that stuff, man? You don't live in Atlanta.
Listen, because like I say, why you think I can move how I move? Because my ears on the street, bro. Like I've been in all these places before I had a slingshot. You see what I'm saying? So now it's like, oh, I got a slingshot. So now I come back around. I still know the same people that I knew 5-10 years ago that's in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I run with the big dogs. Exclusive Game. He's probably almost one of the biggest little fashion designers. He's the biggest fashion designer in ATL, hands down. He hang with all the stars. How many guys you know in the slingshot community went to T.I. house, who shot dice with T.I., who met a lot of these rappers, just, you know what I'm saying, like 2 Chainz, Cap One, all of them, you know what I'm saying? But it was all on some family shit. And then when it came to, oh, he got a slingshot, now everybody gravitating, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, so I don't know, bro, but if it was a city that I do it in and you think that we could do it, I'm with it. Yeah, Atlanta be crazy. I tell you what, since we live, somebody probably do it before I do it because that's how they always do it. When I speak it, they do it anyway. Yeah. Man, call Polaris. Tell Polaris, let's get the racetrack again. That was the only free show. That was a big free show. You ain't paid to get in. You ain't paid a dime to get in there.
You're trying to go back. That was a good show. I remember driving into that. I remember driving into the stadium. That was nice, man.
Bro,
that was nice. I
listen,
like that.
Like I don't think nobody had the better feeling in the world than parking the garage where the NASCARs parked at. Like we had nothing but slingshots in the garages.
Oh yeah,
and it was crazy. Oh, yeah. So to me, yes, if people really want to do a show, I tell you what, look, the people got it better than I got it. Reach out to Polaris. Tell Polaris, man, look, bring it back to 2016. Let's get the ticket back. Let him run it. And y'all bring everybody else in. Everybody else can make the money off it. Vernon could do the light show. He could set up his booth.
Shout out to Vernon Light tonight.
You know, everybody come out. We have a ball. Stan bring his, you know, he got a big Riders for Life group, you know. He will, Stan. You know,
shout out to Stan Griffin.
He could bring his game, and everybody else fall in line, and we just do it like we did it back in the day. Nobody profit off this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you profit off what you bring. And with Vernon he bring the lights. He could set up, he could make his bag off the lights. You know what I'm saying? We make Polaris pay for everything. Because that's the biggest thing, getting the racetrack. Because listen, that racetrack was awesome.
It was awesome, man.
Listen, that was the second biggest thing than Rick Ross car show in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
Hands down.
Hey, Rick Ross, that's crazy.
Hands down. It was the biggest. And honestly, so next year, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get my man to cut in the Rick Ross, said we could do it at the Promised Land for the car show. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's kind of a little different bag because I think it was like entry was like $75 or something. It was something crazy, but I'm saying I could go ahead and pay that whatever portion to be a vendor, and we can have a sound off in the back somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
It can happen, man. Hey, just gotta make that phone call. Gotta make that phone call. Make these emails. You the plug, Jimmy. You the plug.
Listen, I like Polaris' idea better though. I say, man, see the people gotta do it, man. Like, cause honestly, like I told y'all at this point with me and Polaris, we cool, but man, honestly, I feel like, man, they should have been gave me a slingshot. I need to plug up my laptop. They could have been gave me a slingshot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, hey, if we get the racetrack, I'm happy with that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I think that would be a crazy show if everybody could come out too.
Yeah. All right, well, Jimmy, I'm gonna let you get out of here, man. I'm gonna let you get out of here, man. Hey, go ahead and run us back, man. Run us back with the details, man. So I want everybody at the Super Bowl, man. So go ahead and give it to it. We got about 27 people watching us right now. So go ahead and give us that detail so we can get up out of here.
Man, shout out to all the people that tuned in to Straight Up TV, man. It's been a good talk with my guy here. I'm sorry, give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to find I'm trying to find a schedule right here. All right, cool. So Friday night, November the 18th, we're gonna do a meet and greet. Location Dave and Buster's down in Daytona Beach. We're gonna leave there, do a mob ride through Daytona. Saturday from 11 to 9, we're gonna have the sound off and the shine show at the Beaver Bar on Omen Beach. Showtime is 3 p.m. So if you late, that's it. 3:30 we starting the show, baby. 3:30 we starting the show. We gonna start off with featherweight, lightweight, middleweight, and heavy. We might run middleweight last depending on, you know, the number of attendance, because you know middleweight is the biggest class. Middleweight is the most highly class everybody really want to see. We got a few bangers. We definitely got a few call outs. You know, they definitely want new shoes, Lamont, Coke. They, you know, Team Light 'em Up. They want them guys to go battle. Hopefully, if Radio from New Jersey come down, him and Brian could battle. Pun and Light 'em Up. I mean, Pun from Light 'em Up. They want him and King Corn to go at it. Pun already agreed, green lighted. He with it. If he show up, it's gonna be a battle. They could do it on Friday night or Saturday. It's up to them. Friday night, like I said, Friday night, if Jarrell want to come down, bring Animal out. You know what I'm saying? G Money wants you. Smitty wants you again. Well, Smitty already killed him, so I think really G Money want him. You know what I'm saying? Like these boys got a chip on their shoulder, man. You know, Bounty Hunter, they want you come out. I think actually Bounty Hunter bike might be in the shop. They definitely want Bounty Hunter to come out because they say King New Shoes. Yeah, he got something for her. But other than that, man, like I said, man, hey, listen, listen, it's gonna be a crazy show November the 19th, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I definitely want to thank Straight Up TV for giving me this shout out, giving my flowers while I can smell them. Once again, I want to thank the Slingshot community for what you guys did for me, did for the platform. Without you guys, it wouldn't be me. Man, that's it, man. And you know, like I said, man, hopefully 2023 could be better.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't want to drop no list till I see everybody else list, because once again, I don't want nobody feel like I'm stepping on their toes, or I don't want to conflict the people, because the people do want to support everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to make the people pick and choose. So if y'all listen to other platforms listening, once he posted, you know what I'm saying, you guys know what it is. Like, hey, man, look, we family, man. Like I said, like I told you, bro, let's take it back to 2016, man. This shit ain't fun. No. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, it's more stressful than fun now. You know, we have a ball, we laugh, we joke, but it is stressful. But 2016, man, listen, if you wasn't off the porch in 2016, man, listen, that was the best year ever. Like, we had a ball, like clubbing, breakfast, dinner, lunch, hotel parties, running around, just having fun. Man, yeah. So, like I said, man, I want to thank you for this. I normally don't be talking as much, but you got me out here. I want to say thank you, man. Like I said, see y'all guys November.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, listen, this is your first time tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Don't forget about Straight Up TV is having an end of year awards show. I'm gonna live stream. I'm gonna give up my awards, man. Listen, it's gonna be the best Slingshot owner that did the best interview with me for 2022. It's gonna be the best do-it-yourself guy. It's gonna be the best shop bike. And I'm not gonna tell you all the categories, but it's going down. You ain't got to come to my house, but you got to be streaming. I mean, you got to be tuning in, okay? All right. Hey, Jimmy, man, I appreciate it, man. I see you at Super Bowl, man, and I'm out.
Peace. See y'all later. Thank you.